I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Looking good today. Anyways, today I am vlogging because we are gonna go on a plane and we are gonna go to San Diego.
San Diego.
It was kind of a last minute trip. We're surprising my mom. My sister's picking me up and I'm staying with her. First, Grayson's gonna go to school. He gets out at noon and then I'm gonna have them take naps. Our plane takes off at 4:40. So, I'm nervous. I've flown a bunch of times with my kids. I've flown with Grayson pretty much at newborn stage and toddler stage and this current stage, which is a lot easier. It's really easy when they're newborns and then they get to, I think he was about 9 months, and 9 months on was hard. And now at his age, the last time I flew with him, he was almost, so he's like 2.5 last time. It was last November that I flew with him and it was easy peasy. Hensley, however, is at the age where it's really difficult because they don't understand what's going on. Yeah?
Hi, today we're going to the airport. See you later.
Okay, however, Hensley is at the difficult age where they don't understand what's going on. They don't understand that they can't scream the whole time and that they have to sit on your lap, and because she's still a lap seat child, so she's free as long as she sits on my lap, and she is not. I'm so scared. I got a DVD player, or like a portable DVD player, and headphones and movies, so I'm hoping that makes them happy. I'm mostly just worried about Hensley, but I've done it before with Grayson, and last time I flew with her, she was 10 months old, 9 months old, so can't be much worse, right?
Unfortunately, that sounds a little like famous last words.
I feel like I've done it enough that I know enough tips, so I think I might make this like a tip for flying alone with 2 toddlers. But if it goes terrible, then it won't be a tip video. So, also, I got my hair cut by a professional, not my husband. Just like do this right here, and then I'll call Dallas if like
this, like this.
Yeah. Ow!
Whoops. I didn't know it would do that.
Because I'm trying to grow it out to like here with an undercut. So we kind of just kept the length all the same. What if you can see my mirror? That's the back. And it's like 40 degrees outside and I'm pretty sure my head's gonna freeze. That's what we're working with. Look at all the handprints. It's kind of like bowl cut-esque, but cooler. Hopefully, who knows? Who cares? I don't, because I'm a stay-at-home mom and who cares? So, all right, we're gonna go get him ready for school, take him to school, and then come back. I'm gonna do an hour of work on the computer. Then I'm gonna start packing, and then, yeah, this lighting is terrible. It makes me look very, very tired. Okay, here we go. We are in the car, loaded up, ready for school. You ready for school? Oh, we're still, it's only our 3rd week of school. We're still trying to figure it out. All right, here we go. Going to school.
Thousands of tears later.
So I'm back home. I dropped Grayson off at school. Oh my god. The lighting's gonna be wonky. I look really tired and old. Oh my god. Yeah.
Mama.
What? Oh, I'm talking to the camera. Can you go eat? Okay. She has breakfast in Teletubbies. I'm also doing work on the computer while I'm talking, so that'll be fun. So I'm trying to think if I want to do kind of tips, because I remember when I first flew with Grayson and flying with Hensley and just all the random questions I had that I couldn't find answers for, and so I thought this would be a good way, maybe a good option, or just a good video to do for just the random questions you're going to have because you're so scared about, I was just nervous about everything. I remember searching is wearing baby carriers through security. Do I have to take my baby out? What do I have to do? I learned that you can wear your baby carrier through security. You don't go through the one where you stand like this. You go through a regular metal detector, and then they wipe your hands with something. I've gone through with my Sully wrap, and I've also gone through with my Ergo. And so that's what I'm going to be wearing today. I'm going to put Hensley in that. I remember with Grayson when he was a baby, I'd put him, because I didn't really have a carrier with Grayson, and so I would put him in a bin. I'd put the bins out on, you know, when you take your shoes off and put your backpacks in. I'd put a bin and put Grayson in a bin and then do all the stuff I needed to do. I've only flown out of, with babies, flown out of Spokane Airport and San Diego Airport. And those are both airports that I've been allowed to wear my baby in the carrier through the airport. Or through security. I remember being so stressed about that and so worried about it, and I just wish I could have found something that said, yes, you can do it. So, you can do it. Car seats and strollers are free to check. I don't know why when I go this way it does that. With Southwest, if you have a lap seat child, so if your baby is under 2, they can sit in your lap and they're free to fly. However, you do need to bring their birth certificate to prove that they are under 2 years old. They don't make it obvious that you need to do that, but since I'm so paranoid about everything, I looked it up and figured it out. But other flights you don't need, like other airlines, you don't have to do that. So just a heads up, if you fly with Southwest, you do need to have your kid's birth certificate if they're going to be sitting in your lap for a free flight. Oh, this is another big one. The first time I flew with a baby was Grayson, and he was 3 months old or 4 months old. He was a newborn, basically. I remember reading so many stories online. I don't know why I read them. I just remember reading these horror stories of people flying with their children and people being giant jerks to them because their baby was crying or because I was so scared. Don't stress about it. I have only encountered very, very nice, sweet, helpful people. I'm so jinxing myself right now. I'm probably gonna have the biggest jerk on my next flight. In all the flights I've taken with my kids, I'm always by myself. Everyone's always been helpful. Everyone's always been nice. Everyone is just so helpful. So don't get too stressed that someone's gonna be mad if your baby's crying. I think most people understand. Most people have been parents. So there's nothing, so just don't stress too much. And if they're jerks, it's their own problem. Like they're the jerk, you know? Like there's something wrong with them that they're angry at this poor mom whose kid is upset about being on a plane and doesn't understand what's going on and is crying because his ears hurt. And this guy's gonna be mad about it. Like, calm down, you know? Don't worry. 99% of the people are going, I'm leaving that 1%. I haven't met that 1%. Maybe I'm going to meet them today, but I have not met that 1%. I've only met nice people, only met helpful people. So you will too. Everything will be fine. Another tip for babies, young babies, when you go to take off and land, the air pressure changes really quickly, so it's going to hurt your baby's ears. Grayson, it never bothered. Hensley, it bothers. So if you're breastfeeding, have your baby breastfeeding while you're taking off. If you're bottle feeding or formula feeding, yeah, make sure you have your bottle ready for when you start to take off, or you can do a pacifier. Hensley will be sucking on a pacifier. Always take an aisle seat. If you're able to get there, take an aisle seat, especially if you have a potty trained toddler. My last flight in November, I had to go up twice because Grayson had to pee and then he had to poop. So that was super fun. Hensley was 9 months old, and you know the size of the bathrooms. So I tried to go in there with holding Hensley, myself, and Grayson to try to help him go to the bathroom. For some reason, all I saw in my head was Grayson accidentally hitting like the flush and just getting sucked out of the plane. I don't know. Anyways, we didn't all fit. I had to have a stewardess hold Hensley. So I closed the door. Hensley's screaming because I'm handing her to a stranger. I'm trying to get Grayson to go on the bathroom. So that was super fun. But that's why I suggest getting an aisle seat in case you have to get up and down. It's just going to be easier. And if your baby's super, super fussy to be able to walk down the aisle, I have like a whole ritual almost when I get in the plane. When I get on, I go all the way to the back, almost to like the last seat or last row. I get everything out of my backpack that I need, and I shove it all into those little pockets where they usually have the magazines. Then I hope that no one will want to sit next to me, which most of the time no one does. No one really wants to sit next to you when you have kids. I'll always remember having baby Grayson, and he was sitting on my lap and you couldn't see him. You could see me over the seat, but you couldn't see that I had a baby with me. I had this guy, and you know, like when someone's like decided like, oh, that's the aisle I'm gonna choose. So we locked eyes, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's gonna want to sit in this aisle, or in my row. And so then he keeps walking, and then he finally gets to a point where he can see that I have a baby. Nope. And then he just keeps walking by. So no one's really gonna want to sit next to you. This is probably such a rude thing to do, but I do it. It just makes life so much easier. That even if you have a lap seat child, put them in that seat next to you, so that if it's not a full flight, no one will sit there. So because they'll think that you bought the seat for your kid. This is just life hacks when flying with a toddler, okay? And a baby. Even if it's a jerk thing to do, put that baby in the seat so no one sits next to you, because it's gonna make your life so much easier. I think that's all the stuff I got right now. I'm gonna do some work on the computer, then I'm gonna finish some of the packing. I can't really finish all of the packing until they're up from their naps. And then it'll be go time. I'm trying not to stress too much. Oh yeah, I also have to pick up Grayson at some point from school.
Yeah, that's something.
There we go. We are on our way. I'm trying not to throw up from being so
Pregnant.
stressed. Are you ready, Grayson? Are you excited? Are you ready, Hensley? That's how I feel. I look like a glow stick. I need to stop wearing black. There we go. But here we go. Our journey starts. I might throw up. Ready, Grayson?
Yes.
Let me see you. We got luggage.
We got
Car
the
seat.
luggage and
Daddy's getting the other car seat. We got Mama and Henny.
I got my bag down.
You got your bag. We're walking over there. Where's Daddy? Daddy's getting the car seat. are
Daddy,
on our second flight in Oakland.
Mommy,
Yes.
close the window.
Okay. It's not full, so we get a whole row to ourselves.
Key.
What? Oh, a kiss? Oh. Oh, now I'm leaving.
To go out and get keys. Remember to put in your
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Grayson.
Honey.